is the Walter Sisulu National Botanical Garden out in Port View, Johannesburg. Welcome to the Art Bulletin. My name is Tumi Sedumedi and we really appreciate your staying with us. The Met Opera live in HD has launched this season with a production of Tchaikovsky's Eugene Onegin. The performance is a landmark Russian opera based on the novel in verse by Pushkin.
We've had an overwhelming response to the Metropolitan Opera Live in HD series, and it's just been growing from season to season. We're now currently in our 7th season. We first started in 2006, and the response has been so great that we've actually extended it to some commercial cinemas throughout the country, not only at Cinema Nouveau. I think it's the world's best and most talented choreographers, orchestras, singers and dancers from around the world. I think that's what makes it exciting, as well as the behind-the-scene footage that audiences get the opportunity to see during these productions.
Taking its audiences on the simple yet colorful journey of life is Ndihambile, a dance production taking place at the Soweto Theatre. The Sibikwa Arts Dance Company's season of dance features 3 stunning performances, with the last one taking place today starting at 3 p.m.
Ndihambile, it's about pathways that have been traveled by people, and within these pathways I look at 3 different aspects. The first aspect, I look at my path as a Xhosa man before I became this Xhosa man, the ritual of Ukwaluka. And then within that work of Ndihambile, there's the actual offering work called Ndihambile, which looks at people in different interminable spaces. So Ndihambile looks at those interminable spaces. Let it be if you're a gay person, a straight person, let it be if you're a cook on the side of the street or a vendor selling there, but everyone has got their own baggages that they come with, especially in the city of Joburg.
On Thursday evening, author Dennis Neyman paid Pretoria a visit to launch his latest book, Onder die Radar, Stories uit ons land. The book launch, which took place at Karoo Cafe, was hosted by Beeld and Tafelberg.
I think it's a very South African book, and I'm Afrikaner, and I write about my own people. But I write about other people as well. I think there's some from townships to middle class homes, to even high class homes is in here. There's a couple of travel stories as well, where I travel in the country to very remote parts and speak to people there. I just love stories and I love people, and I love traveling. So the combination of that 3, I think, inspired it.
Singers, songwriters and guitarists Josie Field and Laurie Levine will kick off their 9-gig tour today in Johannesburg. The tour, which is titled Side by Side, will see the 2 respected musicians fuse their sounds to belt out some of their hit singles and some selected covers.
Today is the start of the 2nd tour, so I'm really excited. We had such a successful first one in March this year that we just had to do it again. Big news is that the last 3 weeks we've been recording a side-by-side album, which is just very stripped down, raw album with me and Laurie doing these tracks, doing this show on a recorded version. I think will give our audience a real sense of brotherhood that South African artists need to stick together and create art together.
If you are a citizen of Cape Town and are keen to know more about how the city's structures connect with its economy and social landscape, you should make time to be part of People Make Places, a walking tour series by Cape Town Partnerships, which takes place daily until Monday.
The central city of Cape Town has reclaimed its space back. It's safe and it's clean. We've had walking tours for the last 13 years as a Cape Town partnership. We use them as a way of introducing Cape Townians to what's happening around the city. It's almost like workshops on foot, where we talk about what's happening with the city. We introduce people to areas that they may not be able to see sometimes when they are walking. It's easier to go to a mall than to go to downtown. Whereas if there is someone who tells what's available in the downtown area, you then are able to bring your family. So it's in a way, it's an economic strategy to ensure sustainability of the central city.
One of the most respected philosophers and art critics of the second part of the 20th century, Arthur C. Dento, has died at the age of 89. Dento died of heart failure at his Manhattan apartment.
Dainto has been described as a provocative and influential philosopher and a critic who championed Andy Warhol and other avant-garde artists. Dainto was born in Michigan in 1924 and grew up in Detroit. He served in the military during the Second World War, driving trucks in North Africa and Italy. After studying with the great French philosopher Maurice Merleau-Ponty in Paris, he became a professor of philosophy at the Columbia University in 1950. Starting in the 1960s, he wrote hundreds of essays that often returned to the most philosophical question: what exactly is art?
This week in Cape Town and Johannesburg, we'll see 6 finalists compete for a chance to perform at the Roundhouse Rising Festival in London next February. A total of 84 SA-based music acts under the age of 35 made it onto the Future Music Rising competition nominees list. Only one will emerge as the winner.
From the initial call out, people being nominated, we sent the list to Oli at Roundhouse. They sat down and looked at the list and came up with 6 people, that they think have got a good chance of doing well in the UK and representing the first African sound. So we've got the 6 finalists. So Friday, all 3 finalists. For Joburg, we've got Reason, we've got The Brother Moves On, and we've got The Watermark High. They'll get full sets, they'll perform, we'll have judges including Oli, Pesi Mabandu from City Press as well, and various other judges who'll be sitting there taking notes, scoring them. And then Saturday we move on to the assembly in Cape Town.
It's a fantastic opportunity for us to, certainly from the UK kind of music industry, to come to South Africa to create an opportunity for kind of emerging musicians to take their music to the next level and be part of something much bigger than they have the opportunity to be a part of here.
Choreographer Nadine Joseph and musician Daniel Nubian are working on a new piece titled Neither Here Nor There and Everything Else. The pair are in residence at the Dance Space in Newtown until the 13th of December. Still on dance, the Vianney Dance Theatre is inviting aspirant dancers between the ages of 18 and 26 to apply for their year-long apprenticeship program.
We're very excited about the residency. I mean, it's a great opportunity to have this platform to create and develop work, especially being a new company and being artists that are just stepping into the dance industry. So, and it's a lovely platform to be able to just have space to just rehearse and to not worry about, money or, because it has been funded by the NAC. So it's lovely to just be able to be here and just work. And I'm choreographing the piece. I'm also doing a masterclass, and then there will be a combination of the rehearsal process with my performers Alan Parker and Athena Mazarakis at the end of the residency on the 14th of December.
Vianney Dance Theatre is hosting auditions on the 5th and the 6th of December. We're looking for young people between the age of 18 and 26. People who are energetic, people who love dancing, who love choreography, who loves theatre. It will be a bonus for those who would have studied dance maybe at the tertiary level. They should prepare at least a 1-minute solo that they would show, so that after we give them class and then we take them through routines, they could also look at, we could also see what do they have in store.
And that's all the time we have for you today here on the Art Bulletin. Please remember to keep in touch with us by emailing the Art Bulletin at sabc.co.za. You can also check out our Facebook. The address is the Art Bulletin, and in brackets, Morning Live. Our Twitter handle is simply @the Art Bulletin. Until tomorrow morning, it's a goodbye from us.